understand what's going on around us. And in Toastmasters, we get the opportunity to go out and practice certain forms of communication, speaking, prepared speeches, prompter speaking, like table topics. We get to do running a meeting where maybe you're in charge of making sure that the meeting flows through efficiently. One of the things that I had to do when I was working in my last role at Microsoft was, as an evangelist, was to try to find ways to be able to reach out beyond the borders of the people that I'm speaking to directly and to get more influence. One way to do that is to have social media. Be able to go out and tweet and talk and in 140 characters be able to express all those deep thoughts and ideas. But sometimes 140 characters just isn't enough. And so what I want to talk about is the whole idea of blogging. How do people have a blog? So we have one person in the entire room who has a blog. Why doesn't everyone have a blog? Well, probably because it's really hard to set up and it's impossible to get going. What I thought would be kind of fun is to talk about, why would anyone really care about going out and doing something like this? Blogs allow you to talk to people you wouldn't normally get out and talk to. They let you have the opportunity to establish some sort of a credibility, because you get to speak deeper about different kinds of topics and ideas. You get opportunities, maybe through that recognition, to be able to go out and do other things, like go out and meet people and have an opportunity to add credibility to what you're doing. If you are in a role where you want to try to help lead people, sometimes you have to have something on your resume that makes it interesting. And it's always good to have that as a backup plan, that I can take this blog with me and I can slam the last place I worked. Well, okay, maybe that's not easy to do. But getting started with a blog is actually not that hard to do. And so to do it, we can very quickly and easily create a blog in a matter of just a couple of minutes of that. All we need is an Azure subscription where we can go out and create a website. We create the gallery on Azure has this really cool thing called a WordPress, and you've got Rocket, you've got a number of different ways, DOS blog. There's all these different tools that we can go out and use. You can configure it, name it, set it up, get a tool to be able to post to it, and you're up and going. So I want to do a quick demo here and show you how you can do a blog if you so chose. What we need to do is to go out to Windows Azure, and I happen to have a Windows Azure instance out here. I've got a lot of these running on my machine. But I'm going to go out and log in to where I've got my blog set up. No one can see it because it's empty screen. Let me duplicate it like that. This is one of those technical things we say. Does the peripherals work with speech? Look at that. You can see. So benkotips.com is the place where I post my blog. Actually, I don't post my blog there. I post it on Geeks with blog. I chose to set up something there because they do metrics and all kinds of really good reach metrics and things. But I can create a blog very quickly and easily. All I really need to do is to have an Azure subscription. So if I go out to manage windowsazure.com, I've actually created a subscription in the past, and I have a place where I can go out and create a whole new thing, a blog. Notice it's got the nice little icon, the circle of patience as we wait. It'll come up. It'll give me a list of all the things I've got out there. You can see I've got lots of demo-y kind of stuff that I've got running in the cloud. I can create a new blog by going down, clicking on new, going into the website, create from the gallery. And this is going to go out and it's going to give me an opportunity to create some kind of a web application. For instance, if I want to do Drupal or I want to do a fashion town category. If I have a bakery and I want to install donuts or something like that. There's all these different blog engines as well as other kinds of things for e-commerce, galleries, wikis, etc. But let me just go over here. I can create a blog pretty easily. Come down, I'm going to create a WordPress because that seems to be a fairly easy thing to do. Click on next, give it a name. We're going to call this Benko Blog Y. Benko Blog. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to use an existing MySQL database, figure out where I want to host this, come down, and then I can simply go ahead and say click on next, pick the database location, create a third database, third DBs, little checkbox, and click on next. And it's going to go out and it's actually going to provision as we're waiting here, in the next 30 seconds, a brand new blog form. It's going to provision this on the website. It's going to spin up a server that's going to take me all the way out to where I need to be. Now, I've already created this, and in the interest of time, I created Benkovich blog X. Once this gets done, you can click on that link. It'll take you out to where you can log in and you can configure what that site's going to look like. You can set up themes and different tools and whatever else. You create an account. So I set up a username and a password. In fact, I go to my website, and as you can see right now, it is creating. So if I were to zoom in, right here you can see that it is going through and creating. So it's actually provisioning and spinning up that website for me. Once it gets done, then I can go through and I can configure and set up my blog. And then I just need a tool to be able to connect it to it, to be able to bring it back in and be able to do my blog posts. So lots of tools are out there. You could use Microsoft Word, Notepad, if you're into whatever. One tool that I found that works really well, at least in a Windows environment, is the idea of using it's going to go login, let's go up to where it is. So it's going to go up, spin it up. It is a tool called LiveWriter. And LiveWriter is a tool that I can use to go out and connect up and do some posts. So if I were to go out here and create a brand new post, first of all, LiveWriter, you can install from what are you doing? Oh, yeah.
I think you are onto something today.
I am on to something today. Close this up. But I go to LiveWriter, and in LiveWriter you can connect it up to a blog by very simply going out, clicking on your blog, saying add a blog account. When this comes up, I put in the username and password where I want this to run. By going to WordPress, click on next, putting in the name, Azure websites.net with my username and password. Clicking on next, boom, it's now going to connect up to where that is. As soon as I've already done that, then I can go out and post that month and I do it talk to work. The great thing about blogging is that it does give you a chance to connect and communicate with people beyond what you might normally do in a 5 to 7 minute speech. And as much as I like doing that, I do want to leave you with a takeaway, and that is if you want more information, you can go out and you can read my blog and follow me